Today is the day. It's Disneyland's 70th birthday. Don't be sad because I hope you feel happy. Children can play, pretend and laugh. Come celebrate with us today. Let's celebrate if you're happy. Let's celebrate if you're happy. Oh, let's celebrate if you're happy. Welcome to the place where dreams come true, where elephants can fly, where princesses are real, pirates can find gold treasure. Let's celebrate if you're happy. 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 Let's celebrate our 70th anniversary at Disneyland.
We're coming to you live from Disneyland in California, the happiest place on earth. Ladies and gentlemen, let's celebrate if you're happy. The 70th anniversary special at Disneyland is on the air. All of the tickets are sold out, and we have millions of families has been celebrating and has been invited. We have for the first time ever on JGN TV. We're coming to you from Disneyland in Anaheim, California. Hello everybody, I'm John Good, and join with them is Melanie Mouse, and we'll be right behind them on the air sign is Mickey and Minnie Mouse. I'm just saying, this is the happiest birthday celebration ever. It's all about happy. Let me tell you something, everybody at home. It's all about celebrate happy. So Melanie, can you tell me about how do we start the Disneyland 70th birthday with the Big Bang?
You see, I was trying to say, hey, well, I just want to be happy with your friends and families. So later today, we're gonna have a dedication to the Disneyland for we're back in 70 years ago. Isn't that right, John?
Yeah, I guess you're right, Melanie. So without any further ado, let's take a look at the news reports from earlier this year.
It is time now to celebrate Disneyland's 70th anniversary. Starts this morning. Will Reed is on the scene. Hey, Will.
Hey there, good morning, George. Once you've been to Disneyland, it's hard to remember life before Disneyland. It's hard for anyone to remember life before Disneyland because it's been around for 70 years. And today we are kicking off Disneyland's 70th anniversary celebrations by shining a light on some cast members who have been around here helping to make the magic for millions for basically as long as anyone can remember.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
For 7 decades, Disneyland Resort has welcomed people of all ages and from all over the globe to experience everything the park has to offer. And this morning, Disneyland's 70th anniversary celebration kicks off with the all-new World of Color Happiness show at California Adventure Park, hosted by Inside Out's Joy and her fellow emotions.
And when we all shine together like that, what a rainbow.
And the return of the Paint the Night Parade at Disneyland Park, lighting up Main Street USA with more than 1 million LED lights. The 70 years of happiness that have unfolded here, thanks in part to Disneyland's incredible cast members, like firefighter Hank Amin.
I always say, a smile will bring a smile. Hi!
At 92 years young, Hank holds the title as the current longest-standing employee of the Walt Disney Company, celebrating 62 years of service last fall.
When somebody tells me that I've been here that long, I just have to pinch myself. I says, really?
Hank first made his magic as a skipper on the Jungle Cruise.
how you doing? Guest would applaud after we get to the dock. And I said, well, I must have done a pretty good job.
He went on to join the Disneyland Fire Department in 1959 and even recalls meeting Walt Disney.
He asked me how I liked working here, what could we do to make a difference, and what a beautiful memory that was. I thank my lucky stars, and I was blessed.
For the Lugo family, Disney is part of their DNA. 6 members of the family all work here at the Disneyland Resort, a legacy that started 19 years ago with chef Juan Lugo Nunez.
When I first came from Mexico, I said one day I'm gonna like to work here, and then 19 years later, I'm still here.
The executive chef at California Adventures says he hopes his food tells a story with every bite.
We're at Disney. This is special. So we make people happy, and then I do that through food.
And now his sons have joined the Disney family too. Marvin is an order cook, and Juan Jr., a public relations associate.
One of my favorite things to do with my dad is make him go on rides. Love making him go on the Incredicoaster coaster. I love having him go out of his comfort zone.
The Lugo family and fireman Hank, just a handful of the many thousands bringing magic to life at Disneyland for the past 70 years and into the future.
We're just getting started.
It is remarkable to see the longevity and the legacy of those folks that you just met, helping to make memories for so many people, making that magic at Disneyland. 70 years, and that is what we are celebrating here today. And I recommend coming down here, especially if you're hungry, because there are 70 new snacks on the menu to commemorate 70 years, including this commemorative popcorn bucket that lights up and also has like a sport mode that goes around your neck. We got Mickey and Minnie, all the cast and characters that you love. We're so excited to be celebrating the 70th anniversary. What do you guys all think? There you go, guys.
Into the popcorn. As a mom, I can see a lot of good uses. Like your hands are going to be full, so kids dig in.
I was like, oh man, bring me one of those back, Will.
Thanks to Will for that.
Disneyland Resort in California has just kicked off the celebration of its 70th anniversary. Will Reeve was there on Friday with Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse for the beginning of the festivities. But Mickey and Minnie are now here to spread all of the news about the fun that is happening at the resort. Please come on over. Yes, everybody welcome Mickey and Minnie. I know that, you had a surprise guest for the kickoff. Yes, everyone remember our favorite alien, Stitch? Yep, Disneyland sent us some of the highlights of his big day there. So when he crashed into the park, take a look.
Smile. Good for close-up. Snacks.
Stitch really left his mark, didn't he? Look what he did to this window on Main Street. You can see it when you visit Disneyland as well. That is just part of the celebration of 7 decades of Disneyland happening all year. Thank you so much to Mickey and Minnie for stopping by, and thanks for bringing us that little fun with Stitch. Appreciate you. All right, so everybody, after we get Mickey and Minnie on their way, I know you've got lots of plans, right, for the 70th? Mwah.
Disneyland will celebrate its 70th anniversary next week with lots of activities.
But the celebration already started this morning in San Francisco, and I was there for a special 70th anniversary celebration.
Applause as this hot air balloon inflated, commemorating Disneyland Resort's 70th anniversary. It was in the Presidio in San Francisco Friday as part of a nationwide tour, and we got to go inside live on ABC 7 Mornings.
We are live inside the hot air balloon here at the Presidio in San Francisco. Look how huge this hot air balloon is. So it's actually inflating right now.
Megan Roth of the Disneyland Resort says the balloon is handmade.
It is pretty big. It's 75 feet tall, and that doesn't include the basket. And once it's fully inflated, it actually would hold 90,000 basketballs.
Wow.
So it's to picture that, you can get an idea of how big it is inside.
Well, look who I have with me. I have Mickey and Minnie, and they have on their new 70th anniversary outfits. You want to give us a little twirl and show off those outfits? They're so colorful, bright. How do you like your new outfit? Oh, you love it. So the actual anniversary is next week, but the celebrations have already started at Disneyland.
The Disneyland Resort 70th celebration celebrates happiness. It features Tapestry of Happiness, a projection show on the facade of the It's a Small World with the original 70th celebration theme song, Celebrate Happy. Also, a new World of Color nighttime spectacular, the Paint the Night nighttime parade with more than 1 million LED lights, and the Wondrous Journeys fireworks show. That's a favorite for Disneyland Resort Ambassador Raul Aquino Rojas.
One of my favorite nighttime spectaculars, the fireworks, the music, the projections that you get to see. It's just so amazing. We have 100 years of Disney storytelling just told within those 15 minutes of the Wondrous Journeys show.
So, Karina, you saw in the story Mickey and Minnie, they had their special outfits on.
Yep.
And it's really cool because if you go to the park, you'll see the characters in their 70th anniversary outfits, and they have special decor for the anniversary, like a whole thing. They also have good ticket deals. So if anybody wants to go, they have some special deals so you can go to the park.
Oh, that's great. The discounts, you know, people will be happy about that, and to see them in those new costumes is so great. What a fun way to celebrate. You're so lucky you got to meet them.
I know. It was so exciting. Oh, I had just the best morning.
Hopefully Rio was watching. Was like, wow, mommy's with Mickey.
I know. I'll have to definitely show pictures to my 3-year-old son, Rio. I'm sure he will love to see that. But we do want to add that Disney, of course, is a parent company of ABC7.
That's the news reports from ABC News in Los Angeles. And that's I learned about the Disneyland 70th hot air balloon located at San Francisco, California. And Good Morning America takes place in Times Square in New York City, the former home of Good Morning America. So, Melanie, I hope you enjoyed it. So without any further ado, let's look at the attractions like you've happened on a previous series of Let's Celebrate If You're Happy series. Let's take a look at these clips.
Ladies and gentlemen, Disney fans of all ages, welcome to Disneyland 70th anniversary. Celebrate happy.
Welcome to the Disneyland 70th anniversary. So today's theme is about Celebrate Happy. So it is now part of Let's Celebrate If You're Happy campaign. We're going to get ready for the biggest cavalcade in the history of Disneyland history. So you guys ready for the first time? Or you guys ready for the first look of the Celebrate Happy cavalcade? I hope you guys ready. So here they are.
today. It's Disneyland's 70th birthday. Don't be sad because I hope you feel happy. Children can play, pretend and laugh. Come celebrate with us today. Let's celebrate if you're happy. Let's celebrate if you're happy. Oh, let's celebrate if you're happy. Welcome to the place where dreams come true, where elephants can fly, where princesses are real, pirates can find gold treasure. Let's celebrate if you're happy. 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 Let's celebrate our 70th anniversary at Disneyland. Let's celebrate if you're happy. 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 Let's celebrate our 70th anniversary at Disneyland.
firework parade at Disneyland in California. So, let's start the show. that's the clips from earlier this series of the 2025 Let's Celebrate If You're Happy Disneyland 70th Anniversary series. We did It's a Small World, Celebrate Happy Cavalcade, and I went to and I saw Paint the Night, the big return since the 60th anniversary of Disneyland in California from last decade. So, as everybody don't know why, because this has to be the last time. This is not the last time, but this is the first time for being in our JGN simulcast on JGN's Let's Celebrate If You're Happy. Right here in the iconic Disneyland in California. So without any further ado, here's Johnny Moneybags for a special speech. And right here, okay. So without any further ado, let's take a look live at Main Street, USA, for our Disneyland 70th anniversary presentation. For our special occasion. Take it away, boys.
The Disneyland Band, and the entire Disneyland Resort.
We would like to thank you for joining us for this special celebration.
And now for the moment you have all been waiting for. 70 years in the making, it's time to celebrate! tomorrow.
You all look fantastic today. Are we excited? I am too. Everything we do at Disneyland, we do it for all of you, our most passionate fans. For 70 years, you've all filled this happy place with laughter, with imagination, and with unforgettable memories. It is truly an honor to be here with all of you today as we celebrate the magic of our past. We look ahead to a future filled with wonder, creativity, and truly endless possibilities. Now, of course, I'm thrilled to welcome our CEO, Bob Iger, to share a few words on this very
Good morning, everyone. This is a happy day for the happiest place on earth, right? It is my distinct privilege to welcome you all to Disneyland on this very momentous occasion. It was on this day in 1955 that Walt Disney opened the gates of Disneyland the first time and introduced the world to this very special place. Now, 70 years later, Disneyland remains one of Walt's greatest achievements. A place where generations of people from all over the world have stepped through these gates and entered a world of joy and imagination. Now, Disneyland exists today because Walt possessed abundant courage, ambition, and vision. And he didn't just look around corners or peer into the future, he actually went there. And when he determined that he wanted to do something, he did it, often against all odds, defying skeptics and naysayers. Walt invented the modern theme park, and in just 1 year, Walt and his team turned what had been a patch of orange groves into a completely new entertainment experience. A new way to be entertained with family, friends, and loved ones, creating indelible memories and some of the most cherished moments in people's lives. I'm sure all of you have experienced that. A source of joy and inspiration to all the world, he said on opening day, and it's no wonder that this place is called the happiest place on earth. Everything you see and experience in the park today is a continuation of Walt's dream. And as Walt famously said, Disneyland will never be completed. It will continue to grow as long as there is imagination left in the world. And Walt's legacy is alive in every corner of every Disney park around the world. The story of perseverance and innovation continues to inspire people of all ages. And I'm certain you would be amazed at the scale, the reinvention, and at the extent to which his dream became such a reality. But more than anything else, you'll be awestruck by the fact that almost 30 million guests go through the gates of this beloved Disneyland each year. And that 36,000 cast members are carrying out his vision of delivering one-of-a-kind, memorable experiences for people young and old, from all walks of life, and from all over the world. So now, on this occasion, we know that it would not be complete without some of our best Disney friends. a message from his powerful dedication on opening day 70 years ago. To all who come to this happy place, welcome. Disneyland is your land. Thank you all for being here this morning and enjoy your visit to the happiest place on earth.
Don't go away. Get ready for the big moment.
For 70 years, we've known that anything is possible. The moment we enter our happy place. As long as elephants still fly.
May the bubbles carry your woods across the land.
And heroes assemble.
This is how memories are made.
As long as the night shines bright with joy. And hugs warm our hearts.
It's a small room, right? Yeah.
As long as we have each other, we have everything that makes this place the happiest.
You're great. You're great.
Thanks. We're both princesses.
I want to come back.
Join us for the 70th celebration at the happiest place on Earth.
Welcome back to Let's Celebrate If You're Happy. Here comes Disneyland Band, marching at the Main Street USA.
Today is the day. It's Disneyland's 70th birthday. Don't be sad because I hope you feel happy. Children can play, pretend and laugh. Come celebrate with us today. Let's celebrate if you're happy. Let's celebrate if you're happy. Oh, let's celebrate if you're happy. Welcome to the place come true, where elephants can fly, where princesses are real, pirates can find gold treasure. Let's celebrate if you're happy. 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 Let's celebrate our 70th anniversary at Disneyland. Celebrate our 70th anniversary at Disneyland.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the moment is finally here. The Disneyland 70th birthday is here. Here are to perform Happy Birthday to Disneyland. Here is Freedom Rockstar.
Well, we heard it was your birthday, so we wrote this song for you. Happy birthday to Disneyland. And it's time to celebrate. This is the happiest place on earth, and it's our favorite place. Now it's time to cut the cake, 'cause it's your birthday. Happy 70th birthday, it's your birthday to Disneyland. One in the marching bands, it's your birthday. Happy birthday to Disneyland. And all your favorite friends are here, and you know they're all so glad that it's your birthday. All the world has come to know you, from a little dream of waltz, from Shanghai to Tokyo. You're still the happiest place, with fireworks that light the night, and parades and castle shows. You've had 70 magic years, and here's to 70 more. Happy 70th birthday, it's your birthday to Disneyland. One in the marching bands, it's your birthday. Happy birthday to Disneyland. And all your favorite friends are here, and you know they're all so glad that it's your birthday. Oh, we're so glad to be here. This is our favorite place. You're the happiest place on earth, and it's our favorite place. And now it's time to cut the cake, 'cause it's your birthday. Now we have a big parade, it's for your birthday. This is the happiest place on earth, and it's our favorite place. It's our favorite place. It's our favorite place. And now it's time to celebrate, 'cause it's your birthday. Now it's time to celebrate, 'cause it's your birthday. Now it's time to celebrate, 'cause it's your birthday. It's your birthday. Happy birthday to Disneyland.
And now, onward to the Main Street, USA.
65, hired by Walt, Tom Davey, and Bob Canfield. Granted by Disney and Make-A-Wish. Would you please give a warm welcome to Wish Kid Madison and her parents out there?
And now, before we will sing Happy Birthday to Disneyland for the original, the official one, here's John Good, spoken for Walt Disney dedicated speech at Disneyland, who was spoken on July 17th, 1955. Thank you, Mr. Conductor. To all who come to this happy place, welcome. Disneyland is your land. Here age relives fond memories of the past, and their youth may savor the challenge and the promise of a future. Disneyland is dedicated to the ideals, the dreams, and the hard facts that have created America, with the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
So, here we go.
Thank you, everybody, for bringing you for the Disneyland 70th birthday celebration. And Disneyland is your land.
Today is the day, it's Disneyland's 70th birthday. Don't be sad because I hope you feel happy. Children can play, pretend and laugh. Come celebrate with us today. Let's celebrate if you're happy. Let's celebrate if you're happy. Let's celebrate if you're happy. Welcome to the place where dreams come true, where elephants can fly. Disneyland.
Celebrate our 70th anniversary at Disneyland.
This concludes the Disneyland 70th birthday celebration, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. This is John Good, and with me is Melanie Mouse, and I have some good news. The Let's Celebrate If You're Happy is Season 2 has been renewed. And I hope we might come back here for the next few weeks. And I'd like to thank everyone for coming here to Disneyland, California, for coming to supporting us for our celebration. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to JGN and subscribe to all of the content creators around here. And join the conversation on social media. # Disneyland 70th. Again, this is John Good. And with my best buddy in town, Melanie Mouse. I'm your host, John Good. Happy birthday, Disneyland!
Celebrate our 70th anniversary at Disneyland.